to the Dialogue Internet Podcast Network and another episode of Annie's Adventures. And now here's your host, Annie Perez. Quiet on the set.
Oh, watch out. What's up, El Paso? I just got a quiet on the set. First time ever for everything, right? So welcome back to this week's podcast. I know it's been a couple of weeks. I was in Mexico. It was amazing. Stay tuned for the post from Oaxaca and Puerto Escondido. I'm going to tell you all the cool spots to go and check out while you're there. Round trip tickets were under $250 per person. And it was amazing. So that being said, we're back this week. I have some amazing guests as always. I'm going to go on and turn the camera over and introduce you to my amazing guests. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hello.
I have Arianne with El Paso Opera.
Hello.
I have Dom with Dom's Vegan.
That's me.
And I have Fox with Toma Gallery. Thank you guys so much for joining me today in the middle of a week, in the middle of a day, and
I know, what are you doing to us?
important duties.
Thank you.
Yes.
Any opportunity to talk, we're there.
Yes, so we have some really cool, fun, and important events coming up that we kind of want to inform you guys about. So let's go on and jump in. As you guys know, I like to start off every podcast the same way. I'm in marketing. Okay, I work at Leo Marketing. We're a local full-service marketing agency here in Central El Paso. If you guys are ready to take your marketing to the next level, please reach out to me. I can help you with everything from brokering deals at no cost to you for me to negotiate for you for TV, radio, billboard, print, and OTT. And I can also help you with social media, graphic design, video production is huge for us, photography, SEO, Google, branding, everything and anything, including social media influencing, I can help you with. So reach out to me when you're ready. So today I want to go on and I like to start off every by asking every guest the same question. What type of marketing do you guys do? What works for you? What doesn't? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners out there?
Okay, so again, my name is Arianne. I'm with El Paso Opera, and we do a variety of marketing because of who our demographic is. We kind of both do some traditional marketing as well as trying to embrace the digital and social media. So we do everything from direct mail marketing to, I have direct mailers, and then I also have e-blast mailers, and then we have print, radio, which are kind of my more traditional, but then we have started with a lot of social media advertising and influencers and a lot of Google ads. Billboards are one that
They're top dogs at El Paso.
we try to incorporate those if we can. They're not cheap, but we try to do it if we can. And so we really do a variety of some of the more traditional, but also embracing the newer generation of digital. And I've found a lot of success by marrying those two things together. And it helps me reach the wide demo that I'm trying to reach.
Yeah, because at the same time, you're trying to bring in younger audience too, right? And there's different ways to go on and reach that target. Sorry, I'm like staring at your gorgeous necklace. Jewelry is the first thing I notice on people when they come out. I used to
we had a Kendra Gives Back event, so it's my new Kendra Scott piece. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
opals are for good luck. So awesome. So do you have any tips or advice for businesses out there?
It just I will say that my job, I have a lot of different duties that I juggle, and my interest and my background was in marketing, so I really thought that I could handle all the marketing myself. And I have definitely found value in reaching out and asking for help. So even though it's something that I know I can do, that doesn't mean that I necessarily have the time to do it. And so
so time consuming.
It's very time consuming and
but so important.
Right. So I have found a lot of value in reaching out, even for the smaller contracts like the social media advertising that y'all have helped us with, and things like that. So I guess just because I can do it by myself doesn't mean I need to do it by myself.
Delegate.
Right.
Have the people help you, right?
And so once I did that, it helped because not only did I have somebody who was focused on it, but it allowed me to shift my focus onto other things.
The 100 billion other 20 things on your plate.
Exactly.
Right before a big opera show.
Right. Yeah.
Minor details. One day only.
Right.
Not just one day, one show.
One show only.
What the heck?
About to sell out. But that's okay. But so that's my biggest thing. It's one of those is like, no, I can do this. I know this. I studied this. Yeah, it was really it was a really good move for me in a couple of different ways to bring in support, to allow other people to focus on the marketing, because I just wasn't able to give it the focus that I wanted. And by doing that, it really did help reach more people.
Yes.
So that would be my
Awesome.
advice.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Dom.
Yo, what's
up? Welcome back.
Yo, thank you, Dom.
Damn, Dom.
Yo, what's up, guys? So, my
and
bad.
what
I
type of
forgot I had a
marketing-
microphone.
Yes.
My bad.
What type of marketing works for you? What doesn't? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
Yes. So I change my answer every time. This is, by the way, you guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys, everyone, for joining right now. Appreciate you guys.
She's working her social.
Also, I have been here for every single season. We're right now on season 4, episode 21. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for the love. Keep sending them. So one thing that I always say and that I've always held true to is that I have utilized Annie's Adventures and I've utilized Leo Marketing Services for Annie just hit her 10-year birthday
in December. Yes,
so
thank
for the
you.
last 10 years, I have been utilizing Annie's Adventures, and it's the best thing that I could have ever done. And something that I'm doing personally is that I am taking the opportunity to talk about my business every single opportunity I get, whether it's at Women's Empowerment, which I was just there this last Sunday, or whether it's at events, or whether it's when you stick your camera in my face. It doesn't matter. Anytime there's a camera on or there's people around, that I definitely take advantage of it. So you just can't be shy. You got to go for it. And you got to realize that you are the face of your business. And no matter where you're at, even if you're in the line at the grocery store, or even if you're at the movies or wherever, like, there's always an opportunity to pick up a potential customer. So one thing that I've just learned to do is just like put it out there on blast. People are waiting in line for their food and make everyone pull out their phones. And I'm like, follow me right here, right now. Instead of just being like, oh, you guys like follow me later or whatever. I'm like, pull out your phone, like do it. And the call to action has really been beneficial in the business, but also I utilize every single opportunity I can to show my face and to show my business.
Yes, I love it.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you.
And what types of marketing do you do?
Social media marketing definitely is where it's at. I mean, it's 2022, so that's where I'm in right now. You know, hopefully in a little while.
And you're mobile too, so it helps keep people up to date on where you're going to be right then and there.
Exactly. That's so important, and that has like the biggest reach. I can't wait to start getting into billboard and radio ads with you. I know you just mentioned that, but right now with the level that we're at, we're just sticking with social media for now.
Everybody has a starting point. Our largest client at Leo Marketing is Wing Daddy Sauce House. They're the first restaurant franchise to come out of El Paso. Their marketing budget was not what it is now when they first started. So your marketing budget grows as your business grows.
You know what? That's a really good piece of advice to actually give people, is that no matter how much money you're bringing in, you need to make sure that you set aside money for advertising, because the only way that you are going to continue to grow that business, even if you think you're at a point where you can't afford it, it's more harmful to not afford advertising, especially when you're barely building a business. You know, most small businesses go under within the first 5 years, and something that could really like knock that out of the park and change those statistics is if people actually jumped on board and trusted someone with advertising and didn't try to do it all themselves.
And you can write it all off.
You can write it all off. It's a deductible tax expense at the end of the year. Definitely. Yeah. So cool. Thank you for asking. That was a great question. Yes, of course.
Awesome. All right, Fox. So at Toma Gallery, what type of marketing do you guys do? What works for you? What doesn't? And do you have any tips or advice for businesses out there?
So really we're just starting up. So speaking of like startups and whatnot, we just started up. We barely acquired the space in March of this year. So we're in 2022. So barely March of 2022. We haven't had all that much time. However, the way I've been doing marketing for previous things that I've done, for example, like Desert Gems Projections is my other company as well. It's mostly just social media. It's mostly just Instagram, really. Facebook is still relatively new to me, but I'm learning to delegate work, because that is super important. Like, it's just not possible without that. Like you said, like there's just so many other different things that we need to take care of, that marketing, for myself at least, is one thing that I'd rather just delegate to somebody else. However, social media is probably the biggest thing that we use for that.
Okay, awesome. And tips or advice for business owners?
Networking, hardcore.
Yeah.
Just like like y'all have mentioned already, like networking with anybody, talking about anybody, talking to anybody about your things. There was a person that I've met recently that he's a musician, and he mentioned that he barely produces music, but where he takes his music to is because of the people that he's networked with. So I think, I don't know, it's just it's mostly just talking to people. That's like the word of mouth is the oldest way to get yourself out there. And I think that's probably the best one, if anything.
Okay.
At least that's what worked for us.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much, guys. I think, let me turn this around. So we got a lot of really good information out there. I always like to start off the podcast asking these questions because I have a lot of business owners who follow. I have a lot of people who are interested in starting a business who follow. So this is just a very good way to get some education out there and some different tactics. Like, these businesses have already done this. Any podcast you listen to, you have different information out there. So take those nuggets and apply it, and it's maybe lessons you don't have to learn yourself, right? If they're negative anyways. So let's go on and turn this camera around and go on and start to deep dive into every guest that we have. And we're going to start with the El Paso Opera. Okay. You have a show this Saturday. As you said, you're about to sell out. This show is Frida, like freaking Frida. I mean, as huge as Selena in El Paso, like, why are there tickets left? I don't know, but they're flying out the door, literally.
They are, yeah. Frida, the opera, this Saturday night at Abraham Chavez Theatro, 7:30 p.m. The only seats left are the back of the balcony. Those, however, are still, because the Chavez, even though it's not the prettiest theater we've all been, and actually you still have some good sight lines. It's still beautiful acoustics. So up in that balcony, you'll still have still be able to enjoy the show. And those seats are only $39.
That's where I'm sitting. I'm just saying. Right. I'm like, no shame in my game. I want to be in there for the one show.
It is. You know, we've been talking about this for 2 years.
Yeah.
Thank you, COVID has allowed us to really plan for 2 straight years and talk about it for 2 straight years and market it for quite some time. When we made the decision to have this show, it was July of 2020. And if you can think back to July of 2020, so many things were such a risk and we didn't know where we were. So we decided on one night only because that felt like the most we could plan for. Well, and again, not realize, so you contract people, you contract the venue, all of these different things for one night. Of course, now fast forward 2 years later, we could have done this thing 5 nights in a row, but we didn't know that at the time.
Lessons, right? How do we know how to navigate through a pandemic?
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't have that in our wheelhouse or in our toolbox yet. Now we do.
But how exciting, because hopefully they'll bring it back. I'm just saying.
Right. So one thing that I like to really emphasize is that El Paso Opera is a local arts producing company. We do not bring in tours. We do not bring in a show that already exists. Yes, the Frida opera exists, the composition, the music, and the plot. But the version of this show has never existed before.
Oh, really?
We are putting this together brick by brick, costume by costume, singer by singer. So absolutely everybody who is on that stage, we have hired independently. Our team has decided like who we wanted in this, what we wanted them to wear, how they're supposed to stand, how they deliver their light. Like this is a production that we have built from the ground up. And so many people think, oh, well, you brought this here. Can't you just bring it back? Can't you,
I understand.
It's a tour. Because again, we're used to the tours, like the El Paso
like
Live
Broadway,
brings in, the Broadway tours, which I love, but those are tours that are existing
I never knew this. Like, this is really cool information.
So, these are existing shows that they book a show in El Paso, like a rock concert.
Okay.
That's not what we do. We have built this show, every nook and cranny, every detail.
I heard the
scratch.
stage, like you guys were literally building the stage sets last night when I was there.
So it is, if you've seen this opera elsewhere, this is a different version. It's our version. But also, if you enjoy it, tell people about it, because again, we're a small local producing. We nonprofit. We are a small staff. We work tremendously hard. I've literally talked about very little else for the past year besides Frida.
Yes,
like everybody knows. Like they see me coming, I'll go. It's the Frida lady. Our next show is La Traviata, so come next week. That's what I'll be talking about.
Nice.
We are a small organization. We are involved in every detail of the show, and because of that, we bring in the people that we think are the best. We bring in the details that we think are the best, and we think that we give you a great product by doing all of those things. So I really do encourage everyone, I would love to sell this out. Let's get rid of those last few seats in the balcony, and come and appreciate Frida Kahlo as you've never seen her before.
First opera back.
Right?
Yeah.
We've done digital stuff. We've done our portable curbside opera
curbside,
stuff.
which is amazing.
Curbside has been very successful. It's a
love
very different
that.
experience. Thank you.
But you bring that to everybody in our community who otherwise may not have had the chance to check it out or see what it's about and inspire them. Like, oh my God, I need to do this.
Oh, it's super cool. The curbside opera, we've been able to have, kids that watch and go, I want to be an opera singer now. And that's, the outreach.
And you've been doing it for 2 years.
We started that literally mid-May, mid-May of 2020. So the heart of the shutdown, just to do what we can. But yes, this is our first foray back into the theater. This is our first, the Abraham Chavez, it holds 2,400 people. So it's a big theater. It's a big show. I wish we had it for 5 straight days. I wish I could get every Frida lover in there one night only. And if you come, you'll see me there because, like I said, we're a small staff. I'm involved in all sorts of things that I never anticipated when I took on this job. But it's a lot of fun and meet some amazing performers, and I get to see the art come alive. And to me, that's really cool.
So you have local performers, but you also have performers who have come into El Paso.
Right. No, the majority of our the principal roles are people that we've brought in. The woman playing Frida, her name is Catalina Cuervo. She's made a name for herself in this role. She's from Miami, but has performed all over the world. The person playing Diego Rivera, he's an accomplished opera singer who just happens to be from El Paso, Ricardo Herrera.
Cool.
So we love having the El Paso boy home. He loves the fact that he gets to perform this in his home theater for his home company. And then we have, like I said, the other principals are from all over Chicago, Miami, San Diego, New Mexico, all over the place. And then we have a trio of players. Their characters are called the Calaveras.
Yes.
Those 3 are El Paso resident artists or former resident artists. So these are people that have come up with us and are really honing their craft. And we're really, really proud that they're now in a main stage full professional opera show, and to have them here again in front of the hometown crowd is really, really special for them.
That's what it's about.
So it's a combination of people that we find all over the country, and people. El Paso has tremendous talent, so we try to promote that.
I say that every day.
Absolutely, there's such talent and creativity here. We want to promote El Paso as best we can and elevate and add to the art scene and the art community, and we truly feel that we contribute to the quality of life
100%
for El Pasoans, and certainly I think this is going to be a show that people will remember.
Yes. I just found out recently, my grandma would always walk around her house singing opera, but I recently found out that she went to some prestigious opera school in Mexico City. Yeah, growing up. So we all just thought she was this little.
It's just
old
grandma,
lady.
right?
Yeah, just singing opera, cleaning the house. But she was legit. So it was really cool. Yeah, it was really cool. So I know the other day when I went to the Sitz probe, I learned a new word.
I don't know why I don't know where it's. I know it's a German word and it's derived in opera. I don't know why, but yes, the Sitz probe.
Yeah, the cast met the orchestra for the first time.
Yeah.
But I also got some notes. The show starts at 7:30.
7:30.
Pro tip: try and eat dinner downtown if you can, or just get there to
Get
park
there
early.
to park early. Now we're lucky
Or
in
Uber.
that while the pandemic shut things down there for a while, at least they were building some new parking garages.
Yes.
So there's more parking than there used to be. But we're going to be a sold out show. The locomotives are happening.
Oh,
the
bam.
locomotives are always a huge crowd.
Saturday's gonna be fire downtown.
Just down the street is a sold out almost Sun Bowl. There's a lot of activity going on, and so come downtown
That's
early.
really good
The The
about.
parking, you can park in the Convention Center garage, the Mill Street garage, the Plaza Hotel garage, or the Hotel Paso del Norte garage. Or you can take the streetcar. So if you park at UTEP up there on Glory Road and take the streetcar down, and then you don't have to worry about parking. It's nice.
Or Uber too.
Or,
I also like to recommend stay at one of our beautiful hotels downtown.
Yes, it's
Make
nice
it
to do a little
whole
staycation.
thing. Like,
Absolutely.
This is and us also, because we know people are out there like, I don't want to wear a tux, or like, you don't have to wear a tux. Like
no. This is, we recommend that you wear kind of what you would wear to, again, any of those musicals that you go to at the Plaza. Some people call it their Sunday best or concert attire. Sure. A lot of men wear khakis and a sports coat, khakis and a button down. Some people wear suits, some people wear tuxes.
Yeah.
But then some people come in nice jeans. Now, we would prefer you not show up in shorts and sandals, but honestly, I'm going to let you in. Even if you do. So
make it as special as you want to make it,
Yeah, but it doesn't need to be intimidating. No. One thing I do 100%. Want to drive home, it starts at 7:30.
Yes.
And this is El Paso.
Legit.
It legit
time.
starts at 7:30.
Yes.
And with opera, you don't get to walk in late. You're held at the door, because if you walk in when one of the arias is being sung, you will disturb the singer and the audience members. So you're literally not allowed in till certain breaks. So if you show up late, you are missing the show that you've paid to see.
Yes.
So please plan your parking, show up on time, and just have a wonderful evening. Like you said, there's tons of wonderful local restaurants downtown, local hotels, all those beautifully restored hotels. Make a night out of it, and go to the Plaza and see the beautiful Frida painting they have on their mezzanine. Go to the Hotel Paso del Norte has a huge Frida painting right behind the front desk. There's Frida all over downtown.
You guys have been
just kind of make it right.
These cool events
make a Frida scavenger hunt that ends at the Abraham Chavez at 7:30 p.m.
I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's so much to do.
So how do people get tickets right now?
So you can do a couple things. epopera.org, which is our website, and that it goes straight to our office, and then she'll process them in the morning. You can call our office at 915-581-5534. Talk to Holly directly, and she'll help you choose tickets. Or you can just go to Ticketmaster.com. They have the seating chart on there. Ticketmaster charges more fees than I do, but they also let you see the seating chart and choose specific seats. So, some people prefer that.
Sure.
Either way, you're supporting El Paso Opera, you're supporting Frida, you're supporting the arts in El Paso, and it's all good.
Awesome. Is there anything else we want to mention? Did we forget anything?
I think that's everything. Just that one thing I do want to mention is, because this is a opera about a visual artist, what I want people to know is, like, we have, obviously Frida and Diego are performing on the stage, but we have these enormous projection surfaces. So you are going to see Frida's art on a bigger than life projection while Frida is on the stage performing. And so it really is very immersive, and it's visual and auditory, and kind of overstimulating, but in the best way possible.
And also, one thing I learned is that you will have English and Spanish subtitles.
Thank you for pointing that out. Yes, we do have a projection screen, so you can see, because sometimes when you sing in that opera form, you can't always tell what they're saying.
Yeah.
Or it's because this is English and Spanish, so maybe it's in the English or in the language that you're not familiar with. So we do have English and Spanish super titles projected above the screen. Some people really want to read along and know what's going on. Other people just like to be immersed in the music, whatever, we've got you covered.
Everyone's
no matter
good.
what you like. Yeah.
Everyone's good. And then I'll be swinging by tomorrow to give a little sneak peek.
Sneak peek from the dress
Dress
rehearsal.
rehearsal?
Yes,
Yes.
Heard it at
Stay
Annie's
tuned.
first.
That's right.
Annie's first.
I love the El Paso Opera. I love working with you guys. So go and support them. Support the arts. Again, this is the first performance back since COVID. This is a huge one. They've been planning for this for 2 freaking years. Everybody, the cast, the orchestra, everybody's so excited. The crew. Go out and support them. And as always, tell them I sent you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Dom.
Yo, what up, guys? Dom Dizzle and the Hizzle.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
All right.
Coming in hot. That's cool.
So you have a big event coming up.
Dude, Okay, let's talk. All right. So you guys, do people even know who I am?
Come
you
on.
guys, hi, I'm Dom. I'm from Dom's Vegan, and I have some really exciting news to share with you guys. So before I get into the nitty gritty, I would like everyone to, thank you guys for joining, by the way. Those of you guys that are in here right now, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys share and send the love. Also, so you guys know I'm a vegan chef in El Paso. If you don't know, now you know. I am the best vegan chef in El Paso. And I just got accepted to vend at the world's largest vegan street fair in Los Angeles, California.
So exciting.
And so I'm really stoked to put El Paso on the map, and I'm really stoked to put myself on the map.
Yes.
It's been a long time in the making, and 10 years later, after being in vegan business in El Paso, I finally am like taking the path to like manifest my destiny and manifest my dreams. And I just went for it, and I applied, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna apply. And so then I got the word that I got accepted, and now that's one of the reasons I wanted to come talk to you guys today.
Now it's a little bit of help we need to give her to make sure that we hit these goals and these dreams. But first I want to talk about, because recently you come back, Dom's weenies, Dom's like, you made some bomb food brisket. Like,
Oof,
what's
girl.
happening?
So
you make meats, dude. You make
Yo.
meats, and it takes a 6-day process
Yo, you
to
don't
make
even
vegan
realize,
meats.
You don't even know. I make all my meats from scratch. Nothing's ever processed.
Y'all need
Everything's-
wholesale.
Oh man, I should be using the microphone.
Please, thank you.
My bad. Yo, okay, back again. Do I need to start over? Just kidding,
we're
just
good.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, so yeah, Annie is right. I do make all my meats from scratch, and it's a really labor-intensive process, but it's really like an art of love for me. I wear my heart on my plate every single time I cook a dish, and whether I'm making chicken or brisket or ceviche like I made this weekend, I'm on a personal mission to replicate all the foods that I love and turn them vegan. For those of you guys who are just tuning in that have not seen me on the past 4 seasons, I had to go vegan because I had some cancer cells in my lady parts, and it was a really traumatic time for me because I went to culinary school. I've been a chef for 20 years. So I've been cooking for 20 years.
We eat 3 dinners a
We
night.
eat 3 times a day. Man, Annie and I used to eat like 4 times a night. And so then when I found out I had to go vegan, I was really traumatized about that. But then I finally just like pulled my head together and I said, you know what? Like, you have the skill, you know how to manipulate ingredients. And that's when I made a personal mission to turn like everything that I love into something that I could actually eat without eating a salad every day. And
Right.
then once I started feeding myself, then it became so important to me to feed the people of my community, because especially in a border town where we have like diabetes and high blood pressure and things like that, if you learn to realize that food can be medicine and it can really help you with like so many medical ailments, it became a mission to not only feed myself everything I wanted to eat, but it also became a mission to feed my community
And
everything
educate them.
and educate everything that they need and deserve to eat and put in their bodies. And so that leads us to where we are now, opening a vegan street cart, diving in, taking the plunge, jumping in when it was scary.
Well, sorry, I do want to
Yeah.
add something. Like, what I like about you is that a lot of people are afraid of the vegan word or, meatless. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like.
I
to
know,
eat fake
Annie was
meats. Yeah.
terrified.
But now all my vegan friends love me to like taste their food to like say, how does this taste, Annie? Does it pass? Does
Yeah,
this, like, taco
yeah.
meat? Like,
Yeah,
I love it. It's fun, but the way you do it is not scary. You know?
And I'm not trying to like show you
Intimidating.
slaughterhouse videos and
Yeah.
stuff like that either. And I'm not a physician, so you can't take anything that I say to medical heart. But I can tell you my personal story, and I can tell you that it saved my life. And if anybody else can find like help in that, or if they can learn that there's other alternatives and that they don't have to be forced to eat a salad every day, I'll make all the meats in the world. Also, did you know, Annie, that I can also consult restaurants?
I was about to say.
I knew. I read your mind. I've read your mind. So I can also consult restaurants, especially as now as vegan options are becoming. I'm a little offended when someone serves me like cauliflower instead of chicken. And that's just an honest.
Or a side salad or
Right,
French
or
fries.
French fries. Like, our options are so limited. So if you're a restaurant out there and you're looking to like dive into the vegan scene and you don't really know how to do it, I am available for hire for restaurant consultation. I can create a dish for you that matches with your menu, and then I can train your chefs in your kitchen on how to make this dish, and it's something you can have permanently where you don't have to settle for a subpar option, especially if the rest of the options on your menu are phenomenal. You can't put something like less than what you already bring to the table on the table.
100%.
So, yeah,
I dig it.
feel-
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you have this
Thank you,
event
Fish.
coming up.
Hi, my
What's up,
friend
Clown
Fish
Fish?
joined.
Come
Actually,
hi.
yeah, you're just in time. I'm about to announce you, girl. So, yeah, I do have this event coming up. So we are doing our fundraiser party. It's gonna be a bitchin' party to get us to LA. And it is actually going to be at Toma, which we have Fox from Toma in the house with us. She'll tell you a little bit about her organization in a little bit. But we're so grateful that Toma has opened their doors to allow us to host our fundraiser. We're really stoked about it. And before we get into the details of the fundraiser, since I am asking, you know what, I actually want to circle back on what you said. When you were talking about reaching out to asking people for help, this is the moment. This is the moment, El Paso, where I am finally taking that moment to ask my community for help. After serving this city for the last 10 years and being a part of every local organization and really being there for my community, it's my turn to reach out. So I do want to circle back on what you said about that, because it does have value when you ask people to help. So this is my call to the public. I'm asking for so much help to help get us to LA, because now that we have the dream in sight and we have the light at the end of the tunnel, we have to worry about the journey and how we're going to get there. So I really do want to reach out to you guys. Before we go over the details of the fundraiser party, I do want to let you know that I will be dropping a GoFundMe on September 2nd at Toma. I'll give you guys those details in a second. We're looking to raise $1,300, and a real quick breakdown of that includes the vendor fee, the hotel. We are driving over there because I'm going to have a shit ton of tamales with me. I'm actually making the tamales with a poppable egg yolk because I really think that's going to help.
But what's the whole thing called?
It's the vegan street fair. It's the
The
world.
vegan street fair, but what's the dish that you're bringing?
Oh, I think we should just call it tamales montadas, because it's a brisket tamale with a vegan poppable egg yolk
Thank
on
you.
top, and it's gonna be topped with like salsa roja, and it's gonna be topped with like a jalapeno crema, and I'm already working on the brisket. I'm actually single-handed right now. My lovely fiance Kim, hi, I know you'll see this when you come back. She's actually in the field for the next 30 days, so I'm really doing this like solo. And I do feel like a little overwhelmed by it, and that's why I think it's so necessary for me to like reach out for help in a time like this. So we're looking to go ahead. What's your
No, well,
question?
I just remembered the last time you did a really cool eating contest was the ghost pepper ice cream contest.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
yes.
She had a business called Ice Cream Myself, and she made the
Yeah.
best vegan ice cream in the freaking world. You wouldn't even know it was vegan.
I know,
It was
I know.
amazing. But you had a really cool event for that. So this is
Yeah.
what it's kind of like.
You're like nostalgic over
Yeah,
it
I'm like,
now.
tell us, what is it gonna be? They wanna know. They need to know.
I know. Y'all need to know. I know. Hey, thank you guys for joining. I'm so happy we're getting people in here right now. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Make sure you send the love and the hearts. So, I also have an opportunity to like rent equipment once I get up there, but I do have to I just have to make sure I'm strategize everything. So the funds are going to be going towards vendor fees, ingredients, rental equipment once I get there. Also, I do want to put a reach out to the public that if anybody has any hot holding Cambros that they can lend me, that would also save me on like having to raise funds for that. So if there's any restaurant out there that has any ice chest or hot holding or even like a cash box that I could borrow, that would definitely help us on funds.
And it's just a 1 weekend event that you're
Yeah,
going to,
oh my
right?
God, yes, dude, I have to tell you, because so many people are so worried. They think I'm leaving El Paso
Yeah.
forever to go to LA, and that's not the case. I'm just going to put El Paso and myself on the map, and I'm going to sell the most bomb tamales you've ever seen in your life.
How many you have to make for this event?
Man, I'm thinking like 5,000.
Oh my goodness.
She's been cranking them away every week for the past few weekends now. That's what I'm saying. Like, people have to know like the labor intensive work that it's being put into this event. And it just give you guys some motivation to help our girl out here. Like I said, she's been
For real.
throwing vegan food in El Paso for the past 10 years. She does vegan cooking classes, Harry Potter vegan cooking classes, like all kinds of really cool, fun events for El Paso to help educate you guys and not intimidate you. Even if you just start incorporating it like one meal a week into your diet, whatever it is. But again, she has the opportunity, the chance to go to this huge vegan market where how many vendors are going to be there?
Oh, I don't know, probably like anywhere from 200 to 300. But my concern isn't the vendors because I know that I'm bringing the best meal to the table that's going to be out there. Yeah. My concern is the exposure that I'm going to get and be able to put us on the map. So I'm hoping with the 5,000 tamales that we're going to sell out there that we're going to double what we're asking for as our profit margin. So we're hoping to bring home anywhere from like 26 to 30,000 to help us go to the next venture and like the next step in the business.
Starting this thing.
So it's really important, but also it's so important that I got accepted to something so big and I can be a part of something so much bigger than myself. And so let's talk about the party because that's what everyone wants to hear about.
Yes.
Let's talk about this bitchin' fundraiser party. So it is literally Dom's bitchin' fundraiser party because if anybody knows me, y'all know that I know how to throw a party. So instead of saying fundraiser party, like I would just like to invite everybody to have the time of their life. On September 2nd, we're gonna be at Toma and that's gonna be at 210 Poplar. There is free parking accessible to the public. So the event is gonna happen from 6 to 10 p.m. And from about 6:30 to 8, we're having Roman Martinez of Star Wars Loteria, and he will be hosting Loteria for us. One thing that we still need from the community from this is that we are looking for prize donations or gift certificates from any local or small business that we can use towards the prize packages for the Loteria winners. And so that would be 6:30 to 8. If you guys would like to donate, please hit me up or please hit Annie up and she can point you in the right direction. If you guys are trying to find me on the socials, it's domsvegan.ep. So that's going to be the same on Facebook and Insta. And then here's the part that you've been waiting for. That's why I kind of threw it in the end there. That way I could build up the anticipation. So Fish, I hope you're still with us. Hey, so we are actually having a vegan hot dog eating competition that's going to be held from 8 to 8:30. And we have the famous and one of El Paso's most beloved clowns, Fish the Clown, in the house. And Fish is actually going to be hosting the hot dog eating competition because if anybody can host a glizzy competition, it's this queen.
I can't even imagine the outfit.
I know. Oh my God, I know. Fish, I love you too, Fish. And heart faces back to you. I know we can't wait to see what kind of outfit you're going to come up with. You're going to be the best. So Fish is hosting the competition. It's going to be an 8 hot dog competition per person. First person to finish will win the prize pool, and it'll be winner takes all, and it'll be all these prizes that have been donated by these local businesses. So far we have like piercing certificates, we've got a lot of paintings, we've got body scrubs, we've had like a lot of people on board already, but we could definitely use some more help because we got the loteria and we got the hot dog eating competition. So other than looking for prizes, we are also looking for competitors. We have 6 people signed up right now, and I think I could do a max of like 20, so there's still room for like 14 more people to sign up. You hit me up, I'll give you details. I can't wait either. I love you so much. Also, I am also asking for one more thing from the community as well. Since I am taking this on soul-handedly and I am busy pounding out tamales, if anybody can really help with like the flyers and things like that, if you guys can really help and like donate your time with me, that would be really appreciated. That will really take a load off my back because I'm so good at cooking and I'm not as great at technology. So if someone can help, that would be amazing. Hit me up. And then from 8:30 to 9, we're actually releasing the GoFundMe. So that's when we'll be dropping the video, and hopefully we can all come collectively together as a community, and that's when we'll be taking the funds. And then to celebrate us reaching our goal, we've got pie music closing the
awesome.
night.
I love
So that is a long story short. I think I've already spent my time on the mic. Do you have questions, comments, concerns, or emotional outbursts?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you make vegan brisket? Like, I'm very curious.
So the long story short, I will try to be as short-winded with this as possible. I start with 50-pound bag of flour. I make a dough ball. I'll wash all the starch off of the flour until all that's left is a ball of gluten. and then I twist it and I braid it so that I could develop shreds, and then I pan fry it to get a sear on the outside, and then I bake it in brisket flavored marinade for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then I pan fry it again to get the outside crispy again, and then I shred it, and then after I shred it, I pan fry it again with some more brisket juice, and then it's ready to stick in the tamales.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. It looks like brisket. It's insane. Like I've seen her just pull out a whole brisket. I'm like, what is?
Sorry, I had to know.
I love questions.
If you want to know, there are people at home want to know.
Inside it'd be amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then a poppable egg.
And then you bite into it, and you get like the shreds that come out. Like that's so aesthetically appealing, just to like with
Like
that
the texture.
Right,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
enjoying food is not just taste, it's the smell,
Yeah,
the
the
texture, and all
texture.
those
Everything.
things.
Yeah,
Everything.
totally. That's a great question. Thank you for
No,
asking.
no, that's
Arianne.
great.
Please don't be sorry around here.
So to follow Dom, go to Dom's Vegan
.ep.
.ep on Facebook and Instagram. You can also follow her to find out all the cool different markets that you put on.
That's true. I'll just hit that one real quick.
Yeah.
So I do run the Plant Powered Market also, which is El Paso's first and only plant-based market in El Paso. We have the largest selection of vegan and plant-based vendors that also have like cosmic and nature-related art. Our next event is going to be this coming Friday. It's going to be at Del Norte Courts Motel.
Love
The
it
market
there.
is going to be from 6 to 10 p.m. We are still looking for vendors that are interested. And we are still looking for musicians that are interested, but we have some people signed up already, so the show will definitely go on. But just so you guys know, that will be our next place. You can find that market at plantpower.elp, and that's going to be on the Insta.
Awesome. So you already work with a lot of vendors. If you guys are a vendor and you're interested, check her out for her different markets that she has on. Also to participate in this upcoming fundraiser, and just reach out to her and tell her I sent you.
Please. Okay, guys, I really need your help. This is the moment where I'm asking. So of everything that I've ever done for this community, please come together for me and send me to LA. It's super important, not only for me, but also for our community. So please, you guys, I'm asking you to come together on this. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for tuning in. And we got the amazing Fox up on deck next, who is going to be representing Toma, who is so grateful to have us and donate their space for us.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
All right, Fox.
Woo!
Woo. Welcome.
That was amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's so cool. I don't know. I just want to express like the gratitude for even having me on this, and being among such amazing company like your opera. Dom's vegan. Like it's Dom's vegan. Like
Yeah, enough
Y'all don't
said.
know who Dom's vegan is. Like, come on, y'all. Get with the program. Anyways, I'm Fox. I represent Toma Gallery and Studios. It is a completely locally powered gallery and studio space, in case you didn't get that from the name. But we have a gallery. It's a relatively large gallery. I think it's closer to 5,000 square feet of a gallery. And then we also provide studio spaces for artists. Not just artists, any type of creative, whether you create film, you're a poet, you're a painter, illustrator, ceramist, wrestler. If you're a wrestler, you do cinema. Whatever your type of creative, whatever type of creativity you practice, we have a space for you. If you need a place, if y'all need a place to practice your craft, let me know. Hit me up. But yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I love it. And you guys just had a event that I went and checked out. Dom was speaking,
Yeah.
women empowerment. So you guys do different events for the community all the time. Like you said, you have wrestling there.
Yes.
The pro wrestlers, I love them. They're awesome. Always put on a great show. You guys throw different events on. So all they got to do is go to Toma Gallery and follow. And that's how they get the details on the upcoming events that you have, correct?
Yeah, so we have, like I mentioned earlier, our marketing is basically just Instagram and Facebook. So follow us on Facebook, Toma Gallery, Toma Gallery and Studios. That's just our Instagram. It's the same thing on Facebook. Our website is tomagallerystudios.art. That's where y'all can find like the most updates. We are having a turnaround rate of a week. So basically every weekend we have something different going on.
Oh, cool.
So last weekend we had this amazing woman, Apollonia. She's an artist's wife. She's really cool. She's amazing story. I'm like really biased though, so I think everybody's amazing. I'm like, oh my gosh, your story is crazy. Like, So we just had a market for women's empowerment this past Sunday, which Dom was at. And we have we've had all types of events. So we've had markets, we've had galleries, we've had solo exhibits, we've had book readings, concerts, smaller concerts like shows, like local shows. Mm-hmm. Basically, what I'm getting at is that we provide the space for creatives, period.
I love it.
Whether you want a gallery exhibit, whether you want a studio to work at or anything, and be among other creatives, be among other people like ourselves. We have a place for that. We provide that. Our next event is actually provided by one of our resident artists, David Delgado of Leon Docil. He is going to have interactive projections. So it's a projection where, it's literally a projection on the wall, like these really amazing
Colors, right?
colors and designs and things where you can interact with it. Mm-hmm. So if you get in front of that space, you'll see yourself reflected within that pattern
like
on the
trace
wall.
patterns and stuff. Yeah, it's really cool.
It's so cool.
And it's traveled around, so it's a really cool art piece to check out. You guys also do cinema studios. They show their videos there. It's like, I don't know, $5, $6 or something. And they show Friday and Saturday 2 showings a day, I believe. Mm-hmm, so you guys really do offer a place for our art community to come out, to provide a place for them to show their work and do their work. So again, if you guys are interested, reach out. They're always looking for artists. Is there anything else you want to mention?
Just come out and support us. We are just starting out. We're just starting out. That building has been through a lot of stuff. A lot of previous owners. Hopefully I remain the last one, because it's been this type of practice for a while. However, it hasn't been recognized as such. And not to say anything negative, but it hasn't been as organized as it is now. And I believe we can provide so much opportunity for locals. And not just locals, but that's my sole purpose in life, I've realized. At least up to the age I am now. My sole purpose is to bring out the local community, because we've mentioned there's so much talent. There's so much talent here. There's so much talent here. It's crazy. And we're from here. Mm-hmm. You go to LA, you go to New York, people go to those cities. You go to Italy, you go to other places, people flock to those places in order for maybe an opportunity. We have that here. We have musicians, we have artists, we have so much incredible talent and creativity in El Paso alone. Not just that, but we're also on the border, which is so rare. That's so weird. We literally have a whole nother country and culture right across the border, maybe 10 minutes, right across the border. That brings a whole different light to what we can offer here in El Paso, at least. So I guess my next step would be bringing people from out of town to see this incredible thing that we have here. Because so much, we have opera, we have vegan food, we have so much more different kinds of talent and creativity here that it's just crazy, it's so cool.
Mm-hmm. I like what you're saying. We have everything a big city has. We are a big city. Yeah. So start appreciating it, start going out and like I said, appreciate it. Just go out, take the art in, soak it up. There's live draw classes. Yeah. There's all kinds of cool different opportunities. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram, so that way you can see the next thing coming up.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's important to note, if I may pop in, like you said, there's so much in El Paso, and I think that we don't give ourselves credit for it. And there's this trend where it's fun to just put ourselves down. There is tremendous talent, but we cannot exist if we're not supported. Yeah. So if you want these things to stay in town, the only way they will be here is if the community supports
100%.
them.
100%.
Right, because we're not getting funded from anywhere else. We're not getting support from anywhere else. We're not all independently wealthy. So if we want to have this thriving arts community or this thriving food community, we have to come out and support it. And then the city will be what people want it to be. So.
Yes. Yeah. And that's it. And everything we have here, everything you guys want brought in, whatever it is, support it. Just go and support it, and it helps grow the community that you guys want. What's up, Abel?
So I never jump in, but I'm jumping in now because I do want to say that culture and arts is also what big companies ask about when
Absolutely.
they're asking about what is there going to be for my employees.
Yes.
And I don't know if
It
any of you
helps
ever
recruit companies,
absolutely, because
which help our tax bracket, or help our tax level.
Look what we have in El Paso County.
We could get HEB. I mean, come on.
Oh my God.
But one thing I do want to mention is that if you drive all the way out into the growth areas on the east side of town, even out in Clinton, those areas, and the retail, but you got that big Amazon. I mean, I drive by there going, we got one.
Right.
We got
Anyone else having problems with the
right?
Amazon orders
We really
lately?
didn't know it was there, but we got it. But those guys asked the powers that be,
Absolutely.
what can my people do for fun?
Yeah.
And what you guys do, including vegan and all that stuff, is important to the whole picture of being able to attract companies.
Quality of life.
And how about higher wages?
Absolutely.
All kinds of wonderful things. I had to jump in
It
there
all
because
has an impact.
because
it really does.
because sometimes people second guess a donation. In your case too. I mean, culinary arts. And you shouldn't, man. Even if it's $10, it helps them.
Yes. Yes.
Because El Paso is a giving community, right? I mean, you kind of go like, wow, I wasn't expecting, the support you're getting, the buzz you're getting on your opera deal and all that. It's fantastic, I mean, I'm an older guy, but I love seeing it, and being from promotions and PR and all that. It's just really great that you guys are doing what you're doing. You took the risk and you passed that line that people say you can't pass that line. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
Love
you.
it. I love
Yeah.
it.
I think any sort of support, whether it's a like on Instagram, it's a follow, like I mentioned, even just talking about, or I think Dom mentioned that, my bad. Even just talking about it, networking with anybody, be excited about it. Like, oh yeah, what's the arts, whatever. Nah, dude, who cares? Like, break that
And
stigma.
there's one thing I like to drive home, and that's when, again, we're talking about 2020 and everything shut down and we couldn't leave our house, and what got us through it was all those artists on social media who were doing their in-house performances, or all those things that we could sign up to watch, or the virtual tours of museums and all those things.
It feeds the soul.
It absolutely feeds the soul. It showed us we needed that to survive what for many people was the worst thing they'd ever gone through.
Community.
And so I really do hope that people are exiting with a better recognition of the importance of the art, instead of just saying, oh, that's just a show, it's no big deal, because it's more than just
so
entertainment.
much more.
I mean,
It kills me when
entertainment
people
is
say that,
important in
yeah.
of itself, but it's still so much more
It
than
kills
just
me when people say that, oh, it's just the product, it's just the show. If people understood how much goes into a painting, how much goes into any sort of theatrics, anything on a stage, into a single tune that you hear on Instagram or on Twitter, on TikTok or anything, that there's years of creativity behind that. There's so much experience that person brings that cannot be commercialized. It just can't. Like, there's so many things that it's from the concept to the expression that it sounds super hippie what I'm going to say, but it's from the concept out to like what the person expresses. That's what the art is, to me at least, is all of that, is the person's experiences and that person's age and the time frame that they're in and the era that we're in, the period of time. Like the Roaring 20s. Now we're in like a whole 100 years later, we're in a whole nother era of Roaring 20s. It's a whole nother thing. But all of that goes into an artist's work. Whether it's creating food or creating artwork or singing or whatever it is, that's what makes a talent, is that person's experience and that person's being. And that's expressed outward. Oh, it's amazing, guys. It's so crazy.
I'd really like you to show me a single person in this world who has not been touched in one way or the other about some kind of art, whether it's a song you sing along to in a breakup, or it's the song you get pumped to on your way to work, or it's the artwork that inspires you to, every single one of us, whether we realize it or not, have been touched and inspired by art. And so it's so important.
Singing in the shower.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Does
There
it
you
bring
go.
you
There
joy?
you go.
Do you get
Yeah.
endorphins?
What are you
from it?
singing when you're in the shower?
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's more than just entertainment. And so it really does create a quality of life that and contribute to a quality of life.
I agree. I think like when you say improving your quality of life, I really want to say that all of the small business owners here and all of the artists and all of the creators, like this is me speaking directly to you guys. We are the backbone of this city. We are the reason people want to come and live and visit and stay and play in El Paso. Without everything that all these ladies mentioned, we wouldn't have a city to call home. And so to support the innovators and the creators and the dream makers of our community is so quintessential to the thrivingness of our city. We literally are the backbone of our city, because without art, without music, without food, and without passion, you have nothing but a desert. So if you're sitting here saying El Paso has nothing to do, you need to open your eyes a little bit more, and you need to take a look at the backbone of this city, of the talent and the amazing people that keep their talent here to make this city a thriving and living place to be.
I love it.
That's the whole. Oh.
Go to the opera.
Yeah.
Go to Dom's fundraiser.
Support
Go to
Lord.
Toma. And tell him I sent you.
We need that. We need that so much. We
As
need it
always,
so
guys, thank you so much for tuning in, taking the time with us to understand and educate ourselves about these really cool events and communities in our community that I would love for you to go out and support. Just go and support the arts. Go and support our local food vendors. Go and support Dom. Dude, she's only asking for $1,300 from the whole community. Are you kidding me? We can help her. We can help her. We help our community when we know they need it. So let's do it, okay? Go get your 13,000. Oh, my bad. 13,000. We need to really help her. Get those pocketbooks out. $5, $10, $1, whatever. It all adds up. It all adds up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So go and help her. Again, September 2nd at Toma. Hot dog eating contest. Are you kidding me? Vegan hot dog eating contest. She still has like 14 spots available. So sign up. If you're a vendor, if you have anything, go and support. Go and help. It's going to be a really cool event this Saturday, 7:30. Do not be late if you have tickets. You need tickets. Go get just a couple left. There's just a couple left. Go buy them right now and have a great time. Tell them I sent you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for going local, and take care, El Paso.
You can catch all episodes of Annie's Adventures with Annie Perez on most podcast platforms that you subscribe to: Spotify, iHeart, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Ivy.fm, and TuneIn.com. And you can always go to DialogueEP.com to check out all our podcasts. Thank you for listening.